Hey, good morning, Danielle. Austin police say they were first notified about this incident around 4:40 this morning when someone from Union Pacific called and told them what had just happened. Officials say a man in his 20s was hit by a train, and this is the train right next to me. It happened at West St. Elmo Road and Mount Vernon Drive, just south of the St. Elmo Bridge. The man was pronounced dead on scene. You can see police have blocked off a good portion of this area. Multiple agencies here on scene investigating. Detectives with Austin Police also here. You can see that the train is out of commission while police continue this investigation this morning. Hopefully, we'll learn more information later on. Reporting live in South Austin, Jacqueline Tarkisi at Fox 7 Austin News. Hey, good morning, Lauren. Well, we know that this happened around 4:40 this morning. Austin police say they were first notified about this incident when a spokesperson from Union Pacific called and told them that the train had just hit a man who was near the train tracks somewhere nearby. The man has not been identified. We don't know much about his description. All we know is that he was in his 20s. Detectives and other members of Austin Police Department are here on scene while they investigate. You can see a portion of this area is blocked off. This incident happened off of West St. Elmo Road and Mount Vernon Drive, just south of the St. Elmo Bridge. You can also see that the train is out of commission and no word when it will start up again, but police still here on scene, and we are hoping to learn more information how exactly this happened. Back to you. Well, we know that it happened around 4:40 this morning. The train that hit and killed the man is not operating at this point. It stopped once the conductor realized what had happened. But all we know at this point is that a man in his 20s was hit by this train around 4:40 this morning. It happened at West St. Elmo Road and Mount Vernon Drive, just south of the St. Elmo Bridge. This is very close to St. Elmo Elementary School, so traffic will most likely start to pick up as school starts. The man was pronounced dead on scene. Police have not released a whole lot of information at this point, but they did find out what happened here because Union Pacific called Austin Police and notified them that a man was just killed by this train. We just got word that someone with Austin Police is about to speak to us, so hopefully we'll get more information. Back to you. Hey, good morning, Dave. Well, now a portion of Vincent Street, which is parallel to this train that hit and killed a man, is blocked off. You can see an Austin police officer car stationed there directing traffic. Also new, Austin Fire is now on scene. We know this incident happened around 4:40 this morning. Austin police say that the conductor noticed and realized he had hit a person who was on a train tracks. That person was pronounced dead on scene. All we know is about the victim, man in his 20s. He hasn't been identified and there's been no other description. But this happened off of West St. Elmo Road and Mount Vernon Drive, just south of the St. Elmo Bridge. And this is very close to an elementary school, so traffic or people going to that school, dropping off their kids and whatnot, that this incident is affecting traffic for all of those people. Like I mentioned, man pronounced dead on scene. Not a whole lot of information related to this incident, but Austin police, when they spoke to us a few minutes ago, did want to warn people to be very careful when there are train tracks nearby. And a spokesperson for Union Pacific is here on scene. Union Pacific is the ones that notified Austin police about this incident. No word yet on how long this investigation will last. Dave, police have just reopened Vincent Drive. This is parallel to the train and where that incident happened hours ago. Austin police say they were first notified that a man was hit and killed by this train when Union Pacific called them to report it. I did just get off the phone with a spokesperson for Union Pacific. He says there were 2 members on board of this train. Both of them, no injuries, they're okay, no damage to the train. Now, we do know the train is not operating, but Union Pacific says once it begins to operate and move again, they're going to switch out those 2 crew members and put 2 other crew members on the train. That's just their protocol. But we know this happened around 4:40 this morning. A man in his 20s was hit and killed by this train. No word yet on how exactly that happened, what that man was doing on the train tracks. But Union Pacific is warning people and wants to remind everyone to avoid the train tracks. They tried for something like this to never happen. But they say in order for that to happen, people need to abide and follow the rules and only cross the train tracks at designated areas. Austin police just left the scene, but Union Pacific and Austin police are investigating this crash. Back to you. Austin police say they received a call around 4:40 this morning notifying them that a man was hit and killed by this train you see here behind me. They say Union Pacific are the ones that contacted them. Officials say a man in his 20s was hit by a train, and it happened at West St. Elmo Road and Mount Vernon Drive. This is just south of the St. Elmo Bridge. It is very close to an elementary school, so traffic throughout the morning was somewhat backed up because they did close a portion of this area off. The man was pronounced dead on scene, and police have not released any information on his identity. All we know is the man was killed in his 20s. Now, Union Pacific and Austin police are investigating this case. Austin police tell us they had some difficulty locating that person who was hit by the train, and this is why. Union Pacific tells me there are 2 crew members on the train. None of them were injured, no damage to that train. Both Austin police and Union Pacific are investigating. Reporting in South Austin, Jacqueline Sarkeesian, Fox 7 Austin News.